Okay. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to day 151 of hunting Shiny Authentic Sinistea and also entering the lottery. Because maybe we'll win a Master Ball. Not that we're going to ever use it, but you know, it's cool if we win. 85739, those are good numbers. Those are pretty good numbers. Those were awful numbers. Hey, Moo Moo Milk. I'd actually rather have Moo Moo Milk than a Master Ball. Hello, everybody. Hello, Mikeazilla. Hello, Fireplays. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're having a good Tuesday so far. We are looking for Shiny Authentic Sinistea. We'll see how long my patience holds up. But we're going for it. It's been a while. I've taken a long break, but we're back with day 151. For those of you who may not be familiar with this, it's tedious. I have encountered over 7,500 Sinistea. I started this hunt back in 2020. I found 2 shiny Sinistea that were not authentic. And I found both of them in the Glimwood Tangle. I have yet to find a single shiny Sinistea, authentic or otherwise, here in the Crown Tundra. And I also have done like over 5,000 Sinistea encounters in the Crown Tundra. So I'm like way overdue for a Sinistea encounter. Whoops, not Nidoran. So far your Tuesday is about to end. Ah, you are at the end of the day. Thank you for joining the stream, even though it is late at night. Much appreciated. I don't want a Nidoran. Go away, Nidoran. Okay. So I previously had a setup where I could... Here's a teacup. Boom. Look at that. It's sure is blue. As blue as ever. No, I previously had a setup where I could, like, run into Sinistea over and over again, but I had to mess up the setup to set up a competitive team. So I no longer have that set up. It's unfortunate. Oh, it's only 9 p.m. Oh, okay. Not super late at night then. Still, appreciate you joining anyway. Oh, there's teacups. You ate noodles. Noodles are good. I like noodles. So, regular shiny odds for finding a Sinistea are, you know, regular shiny odds. But the other thing is that only 1% of Sinistea are... Well, I guess it's technically 10% of Sinistea. It's like 1% of Pokemon spawns in the area, 10% of Sinistea are authentic. So, even if we find a shiny one, the chances of it being authentic are low. Which is why the previous setup that I had was so nice, because it could actually more or less guarantee that you were going to encounter an authentic Sinistea. It involved making sure that the first Sinistea you encountered was authentic, and then like saving and then resetting, and anyway, unfortunately it just takes a really long time to set up. So we're not doing it. We're just running around, encountering what we encounter. Maybe it'll be shiny. If it's shiny, that would be cool, even if it's not authentic, because, again, still haven't actually found a regular shiny Sinistea here. I almost believe they don't exist. They should exist. They're supposed to exist. But my goodness, has it been a long time since I have seen a pink teacup in the wild. Learning how to speak French, nice. That is a useful language to know. I mean, most of the time, if you know a second language, it's very helpful. But it's cool. If you get bored or hopefully get the Sinistea, then do you want to do a fight viewers thing? Ooh. It could be interesting. I don't know if I'll do it today. Usually when I look for Sinistea, I go for about an hour and then wrap up the stream. But it's an interesting idea for the future to play games with viewers. I've also been thinking about doing other streams. I don't know if I will necessarily have time for it. I just had a bit of extra time early this week, so I thought I'd do some extra streams. But I would like to do a Mario Kart stream. I'm not sure if people would be interested in joining a Mario Kart lobby. I know most of my audience is Pokemon focused, but I want to play Mario Kart, so I could do that sometime. But yeah, I like the idea of fighting viewers on stream eventually. I've got some teams, you know. I've got some scary teams. Hey Sam, happy Tuesday. How's it going? I no longer have the ideal setup. I guess I could work on setting it up again, but I have a feeling that I'm going to want to do more competitive team building / just catching Pokemon. So I don't really want to spend the hours of time required to set up the Sinistea hunt again. So I'm just running around, catching what I can catch. I forgot about the PP issue. That was the other nice thing about that other setup, was that I actually didn't have to deal with running out of PP because I just kept resetting the save. That's not a teacup. Teacup? Teacup? Anybody got a teacup? No one's got teacups. Teacups back here, maybe. Oh, I heard one. Is it back here? It is. Ha! I am the master teacup hunter. Actually, I'm not. I haven't found the one I'm looking for. But boy, am I good at finding non-shiny Sinistea. If you want a non-shiny, non-authentic Sinistea, hit me up, because I've got it. I can find it. I know where they are, I know what they sound like, and I know what they look like. That was one. It's dead now, but I can get you more. If you want normal Sinistea, I'm your guy. I've been wanting to catch this shiny authentic Sinistea because I'd like it to just be my signature Pokemon. But maybe I should just have regular non-authentic Sinistea be my signature Pokemon. You know, at this rate, I found way more of them. You know. It makes sense. Hello, Smoxy. Happy Tuesday. Hope you're having a good one. Would you like for you to tell me more about the Geralea region? Sure, feel free to. That's the fan game region Pokemon that you're working on, right? Or I don't know if you're necessarily planning to make a game to go with it, but yeah, I would definitely be interested in hearing more. Yeah, I guess the other thing I was gonna... I sort of started rambling about this with the Mario Kart stream idea, but as we're getting closer to the end of Legends, I'm thinking of other games that I'd like to stream for a bit, and I do plan to continue playing Legends on Saturdays for the most part, but I kind of want to throw in more random streams like this every once in a while that aren't Legends. Oh, that's a Nidoran. No Nidorans. Not interested in Nidorans. So, yeah, the one idea would be Mario Kart streams. I could make a public lobby. People could, you know, jump in and race. Or they could just watch. They don't have to race. Either way. Working on an illustration? I would love to see the work in progress. My phone is not within reach, so I'll have to look at it after the stream, but feel free to post it in the Discord. I looked at some of your speed paints, and I am very impressed by your patience to, like, go through and do all of the shading. And this is why I can't draw. I don't have the patience to just, like, make things look good. And I was very impressed by your ability to, like, zoom in on this tiny spot and work on something, like, this little detail. And then you zoom out, and it looks really nice. So, anyway. Those are cool. But yes, potentially Mario Kart stream. I sort of want to play more Gungeon. For those of you who don't know, I have the world record in Exit the Gungeon, which is significantly less popular than Enter the Gungeon. But hey, I don't have a world record in Enter the Gungeon. I'm good at Exit the Gungeon. So I want to play more Exit the Gungeon. I sort of want to go for world records in other categories, and I thought that might be fun to do on stream. Take hours just to shade. Yeah, I am impressed by the dedication and the patience. So the fossil Pokemon are like the ones in Sword and Shield? Okay. Where they get, like, sort of combined with each other. And then you should do DLC, where you get to have the original forms of the fossils. But no, the fused fossils is it's definitely a cool concept. Teacups? I guess maybe I don't need to be knocking them all out this way. That's actually probably why I used to not run out of PP. I was like, how do I have enough Shadow Balls to knock out all of these Sinistea? I think I just ran away. I think I wasn't knocking them out. Although if you knock them out, it increases the chances of one spawning, so I don't know what my strategy was. I have now forgotten. I have to change my plan. Anyway, yeah, ideas for future streams. One idea that is back on track with Pokemon, I'm not sure how interested people are in it, but I have been working on a living Pokedex. Just regular Pokemon, not worried about shinies. But I've been working on it in Sword and Shield for a very long time, and I have completed the Pokedex, I just don't have it as a living dex yet. And I don't know if people are interested in watching me complete the living dex in Sword and Shield, including the DLC, and then maybe leveraging that into completing a living dex of all 898 Pokemon. Is sort of a goal that I would like to do before Scarlet and Violet come out. Oh, I should actually, you know, before I... Seeing as I'm now out of PP, 1 second, let me restore it one more time. I'm just going to run away from the Pokemon from now on, but let's recover Shadow Ball. Actually, can I just teach it? No, Shadow Ball's a TR, isn't it? Yeah, we'll just use that. Okay. I think I will just run away from them unless I find the shiny one, you know? That's the plan. But yeah, I'm curious if that's something that people would actually be interested in watching, or if that's just a project that I should do in my own time. But it could be fun. Catch every single Pokemon. I'm not actually gonna catch every single Pokemon on stream though. I'll start with what I've already got, because I've got a really solid start. I have a lot of them, and then we'll just go through and fill in everything that I'm missing. And I also want to catch them all in a Pokeball. And that won't be something that I regret ever. Definitely not. Because, yeah, there's the thing where if you finish the Pokedex in Pokemon Home, you get a special Magearna, and that's something that I've been trying to get for a long time. There's multiple fossils. There are Draco fossils, Arisen fossils, air fossils, aqua fossils. Those are all the fossils in Dynasty Pokemon. Okay, nice, nice. Sounds fun, you'd watch it? Yeah, I think it could be fun. Especially, so I mean, here's my progress for Sword and Shield. I was working on it a little bit yesterday. I've got, you know, the base game all filled in. This is done. They're not all in regular Pokeballs, so we'd have to maybe go back and fill that in. A lot of these are from Wonder Trade. For a while, I was trying to complete the full Living Pokedex just from Wonder Trades, but I gave up on that. That sounds super tedious. And then Isle of Armor, I'm just filling in a couple of gaps, but it's mostly done. The Crown Tundra is where I am really missing stuff, and it's not organized at all. So, anyway, I'd probably start by finishing the Living Dex with the DLCs from Sword and Shield, and then transfer all of those to Pokemon Home and figure out what else I'm missing. And then I'd fill in the gaps from stuff like playing Legends to fill in gaps. And, I mean, I can't transfer from Legends yet, but hopefully eventually... Whoops, I'm not supposed to be knocking these out. I'm supposed to just be running away. Anyway, eventually transferring stuff from Legends and Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl. And I have a whole bunch of old Pokemon in Pokemon Bank as well, which I should probably put into Pokemon Home. Anyway. It's something. I might start on that at some point. But for now, the main plan is to just continue playing Legends on Saturdays, and you know, there's a lot of requests I've got left in Legends. And like, post-game story stuff. So, that's the main focus. The dragon and Arzen fossils make Beresto a dragon dark fire type, because Pokemon have 3 types in this game. Oh, black dragon with red stripes and 4 wings and 2 tails. Very fancy. Let's see, dragon dark fire. I think, does fire resist fairy? I think it does, right? So it turns a 4 times weakness into a 2 times weakness. It's immune to psychic. Sounds like a scary Pokemon. Very scary. Teacup? That's not Teacup. As I'm doing this, I am now remembering just how nice it was to have the previous setup. Where it was guaranteed that basically every encounter was authentic. Because I can almost guarantee you that none of the Sinistea that I have seen so far today have been authentic. These are probably all phonies. Oh, that's a Nidoran. I swear, if I find another shiny Nidoran before I find a shiny Sinistea, I'm going to lose my mind. That's the only thing I found in the Crown Tundra, is a shiny Nidoran. Not counting Dynamax Adventures. There's one. Teacups. Oh, and then I also want to do just more ranked streams. More competitive stuff. Oops, no, I didn't mean to trick. I need that. I need my focus sash. Ah! Alright, 1 second, gotta check this back. Okay, good, it's dead. Goodbye, Sinistea. Did I get to keep my focus sash? Because I need that. Let's double check real quick. Do I still have it? I do. Okay, thank goodness. Teacups over here. Any teacups? No. Nidoran! Once you beat the final boss and catch the genies, you're done with Arceus except for catching everything you're missing and then catching Arceus. Okay, so yeah, I mean, regardless of whether I do end up streaming completing the full Pokedex, I probably will stream finishing the Pokedex. Well, part of streaming the I can talk. So I will probably stream part of finishing the full Pokedex in Legends, because I do want to get Arceus in Legends and battle that and like do that on stream. The air and dragon fossils make Legrant, the flying dragon poison type. It's a purple head with spikes, blue body, with 4 Latias looking wings, and blue hands like Mewtwo. Ooh. Crazy. These are like alien fossil Pokemon. I guess that's kind of what the Galar fossils also look like. They're a bit alien. Oh, teacup. Just a normal teacup, though. Anyway, right. Yes, so I want to finish all of the stuff in Legends that I can finish. And then I want to stream more ranked battles like I did yesterday. I like my current team. I sort of want to maybe work on a new competitive team, but I think we'll go with my current team for a while yet. One thing that I'm sort of considering, that I don't know if I'll do yet, but when the ranked season... So the ranked season resets at the end of every month. And that's one of the easiest times to get to rank number 1. Because the rankings are reset, so just everyone goes on and like tries to race to get there by going undefeated as soon as the ranked season resets. So the painful part of this is that it would be at like midnight, or a little bit before midnight, I think, in my time zone. But it's this Saturday, and I guess if I don't have to wake up for anything on Sunday, I don't know. It might be fun to like actually make an attempt at trying to get like rank number 1 on the ladder. It would be very difficult. It's super hard because you do have to play against like a lot of really good players who are also trying to do the same thing. But it also might be a good chance to like play a match against some maybe more well-known players as well, which I would be super happy to do even if I get crushed by them. It would just be fun to play a match against a professional VGC player. So I don't know. I'll think about it. I wish it just wasn't so late. Why can't the ranked season reset at, like, noon? Why does it have to be midnight? Why the end of the day? Or why not the end of the day in a different time zone? Oops, going this way. No teacups. Alright, going back this way. Oh, I heard one. There. Boom. Teacup. Teacup acquired. Not acquired, but, checked off. Counted. As you're saying, it's good to have a second language. It's actually a third language. Even better. Fantastic. What's your second language? Ah, another teacup. There sure are teacups everywhere. Oops, nope, not fighting. Running away. Also, it's very strange. Like, my internet seems to keep up totally fine when I'm doing Legends. But the second I start looking for teacups, which is arguably a less resource-intensive thing to... dropping occasionally. I wonder if it's my counter program. Maybe that's ruining me. I don't know. Oh gosh, no, I need to close this. I have to open to the wrong program. That definitely will not help with lag. Any more teacups? Nope, those are all Nidorans. That's a teacup. Boom. Hello, Triple Gaming. Happy Tuesday. Hope you're having a good one. Does English count as a language for the language count? Definitely. Absolutely. English definitely counts as a language for the language count. Sapphirefent, the water dragon ghost type, is a serpent dragon with coral on its body, but it also has the ability to be transparent. Oh, that's cool! I didn't see if this was a shiny Sinistea. I was reading chat. I'm waiting for the camera to show it again. It's not shiny. It's not shiny. Okay. Water Dragon Ghost. That's very interesting. I mean, I guess that's the thing with 3 typings. It's always going to be kind of interesting. Unique. I don't know if 3 types would be great competitively. It would depend on the 3 types. Why wouldn't English count? Yeah, English definitely counts. Because, I mean, if you know English and another language, then you're bilingual. Your first is English. Third is French. Guess your second. I would guess... Spanish? Or maybe Italian? Ah! I would be very impressed if it was something like Chinese or Japanese, because they are very different languages. Maybe German? Not Spanish. Teacups. Teacups. Anything? Those are Nidorans. I don't want Nidorans. The evil team leader's ace is a Beresto. Fancy. I feel like 3 types would be too much. Yeah, I think I think in practice it would be too much, but if you're just focused on like designing Pokemon and like coming up with neat concepts, I think it's cool. But yeah, in practice, especially for competitive, a third type would be intense. It is in the Asian side. Oh. Is it Japanese? That's definitely impressive, knowing a language with a different set of characters. It feels like a lot to learn. Running away from teacups. Not Russian, not Japanese. Huh. I'm not sure that I can think of any other languages. I think it might be cool to have, like, a temporary third type. You know some Japanese words. Okay. That's something. Oh, Korean? Could be Korean, yeah. I mean, you've got Pokemon like Delmise that sort of has a third type. But that also relies on the ability, so it's not quite the same thing. Teacups. Teacup! There we go. Think about the advice you gave yesterday. Oh, I gave yesterday about the good Pokemon. Oh, yeah, for competitive, and tried to make your playthrough team more viable. Nice. What did you come up with? I mean, that's the nice thing about doing a playthrough, is you get to, like, you can use Pokemon that aren't necessarily competitive. And that's a good thing, too, because there's lots of really fun Pokemon that aren't necessarily competitively viable, but are still super fun to use when you're just playing through the game. But it can also be really fun to, like, try to make a competitive playthrough team. Sure, I would like a hint Fireplace. Like Megas, but better. Yeah, like, I don't know, if you could get, like, a temporary third type, or a way to temporarily change your type, or... I kind of like the idea of having dual-type moves. Like Flying Press. You know, it counts as, like... I think Flying Press counts as a fighting and flying-type move. Is that how it works? They're weird. But yeah, stuff like that, I think, is interesting, where it's, like... not a whole bunch of Pokemon that you have to worry about, but like an occasional Pokemon that has the opportunity to like fight with multiple attacks. With multiple types, not attacks. Okay. Teacup. Not Vietnamese. More dual type moves like Hawlucha's. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, dual type moves. Or Morpeko has an interesting mechanic, you know? Where it sort of, like, gains an additional type every other turn. That is how Morpeko works, right? Like, it's just normally electric. And then every other turn it gains a dark typing, right? Oh, that one's a brilliant Sinistea. Guess what? It's still not shiny. It's in the central, north, and south. Kind of close to those. Well, unfortunately, I'm not good at geography. Those are Nidorans. Come on, teacups. That's not teacup. Those are Nidorans. It's Hindi. Oh, very interesting. I don't think I know anyone that speaks Hindi. That's cool. That is a cool language. Very neat. And very impressive that you're going for a third one with French. Ah, there's a teacup. I'm just gonna pick up that Pecha Berry just because the sparkling keeps distracting me. Mm-hmm. Come on, another teacup. That's a Nidoran. Why are there so many Nidoran here? Do we think I will find a shiny Sinistea? Not necessarily authentic, just a shiny one before 8,000 encounters. No more Pico is electric dark, but its signature move type changes from a dark to electric. Ah, okay, I was confused. Thank you for the clarification. That does make you trilingual, yes. Very cool. No, that's an Nidoran. Here's a teacup. Let's see. We're at 7630 encounters right now. I don't believe that I'm going to find it in another 370 encounters. I don't think I'm... Yeah, I am not going to find it by 8,000. I can't believe how long... I think, when did I find the second Sinistea? I feel like it was like when I had 2,000 or 3,000 encounters. I'm way over odds for encountering this thing. What do we think about going back to the Glimwood Tangle to look for Sinistea? Because it's definitely less efficient, but it's less efficient in terms of total encounters. But it's also the only place where I've ever found a shiny Sinistea, so... Maybe I'll get to 7650. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get to 7650, and then I'm going to go to the Glimwood Tangle for the rest of the stream. Look for teacups there. I'm gonna find way fewer teacups. But, you know... I don't know what else to try. Bonjour to apples. Well, I know bonjour is hello. And then maybe I would guess that something about apples. Which is probably wrong. There's another teacup right there. Yes, go back to the Glimwood Tangle. Okay, yeah, we'll get to 7650, and then we'll spend maybe like 20 or 30 minutes in the Glimwood Tangle to wrap it up. That's a Nidoran. It's always a Nidoran. Teacup. Your bird Pokemon is Volcray, the normal flying type. It's a red vulture with alarming hard feathers on its chest that looks like fur. Oh. Normal flying. And then it could turn into maybe a rock flying type? With the hard feathers. That would be kind of cool. Oh, hello, your name. Oh, okay. Oh, Appel. Appel. I do know. Appel is like... Je m'appelle. My name is. And tu appelles. your name. Oh, that makes sense. Okay. So you mentioned that you made your team more competitive and viable. Yeah, didn't make them too good together, but separately. Yeah, that's fine too. You don't necessarily need to worry about synergy so much, especially when you're just, you know, playing through the game. But yeah, I'm definitely interested in what Pokemon you picked out. My team for playing through Sword and Shield was not competitive. What did I have? I had... Really, the only two I can remember are Cinderace and Corviknight. Which, I mean, I tried to make Corviknight work competitively early on in Sword and Shield. Corviknight was fun. Because the cool thing with Corviknight is you can go for, like, a really bulky Pokemon, but then you use Body Press to use that defensive stat to still be offensive. So Corviknight's interesting. But it's been a long time since I've seen Corviknight used competitively. Ah! Nidorans! They're always in my way. Not making things up when you say you're trilingual. Yeah! It's really cool. Like Trick Room, Hatterene, and Appleton are the only duo. That's still a strong duo. Setting up Trick Room for Appleton. I used a Flapple, not on my in-game team, but early on in competitive. I was trying to use Flapple. Because, you know, Flapple has Hustle. And Hustle with Dynamax is actually a pretty strong ability, because Dynamax moves can't miss, and you still get the attack boost. But, unfortunately, Grass Dragon being 4 times weak to Ice is a bit tough to work with in competitive. I think the more interesting thing to do would be to use, like, a Ripen strategy. I don't know, Ripen is such a unique ability, and I feel like there's gotta be a way to use Ripen with a berry that, like, boosts your speed or boosts your attack or something. But I was never able to make it work. It was just not super efficient, unfortunately. Still haven't eaten breakfast. I haven't really eaten breakfast either. I had a banana quick. But I definitely need to find something else after I'm done streaming. I guess at that point it'll be lunch. But that's fine. It evolves to Volache, the flying steel type. Ah, okay. Its face looks angry, its wings have turned red, and steel beams have grown through the edges of it. That sounds painful. Imagine evolving by getting skewered by a steel beam. I heard a teacup. What was it? There. Teacup. You would give Hindu examples, but it's hard to say it in English. That's fair. No worries. Love the Flapple and Appleton duo, just from design and typing perspective. Apple Worm plus Worm Dragon. Yeah, it's cool. Hindi. Okay, yeah. Hindi, not Hindu. Yeah, I really like the Applin. I mean, they all have good designs. I like them. They've got nice shinies. Turned green. I would like Flapple to work competitively. But just not quite. Eevee? Where is there an Eevee? Why did I hear an Eevee? That was weird. I've never heard an Eevee here before. Huh, interesting. Girder gone wrong. Yeah. Instead of picking up the the metal bar that it like swings around, it like accidentally drops it on itself. Oh dear. Rest in pieces, Girder. It's a new evolution for Girder. fighting ghost type. Ghost steel type. It's just a skewered girder. Oh boy. Aside from the final starters in Greedent, like most of Gen 8's designs very much. Yeah, even Greedent. I mean, yeah, it's not my favorite Pokemon, but it's grown on me a little bit by playing Unite. I've been playing a decent amount of Unite recently, and I'm appreciating more of the less common Pokemon. It's cool to see Pokemon that aren't necessarily present in the games. There's a lot of, like, Pokemon that are present in the games that are in Unite as well, but it's like, it gives Greedent an opportunity to be cool. And Zeraora. I've never seen so much Zeraora outside of Unite. Oh, there's a teacup right here. That's handy. Mesonejarahahu. I definitely pronounced that wrong. But I would assume my something? My name something? Maybe? Phone tried to autocorrect Flapple to Flagpole? Yes! I feel like I have encountered that issue before. I think when I was searching it up on Cerebi, tried to go to Flagpole. What's that? No, that's not a teacup, that's a Nidoran. I thought it was a teacup. I was bamboozled! It's right? Oh, okay. Nice. That's not a teacup. Teacups. That's not a teacup. It means I'm going to sleep. Ah, okay. Useful phrase to know how to say. Okay. 5 more encounters, and then we're going to Glimwood Tangle for the rest of the stream. Because none of these teacups are pink! Just find a pink teacup somewhere. Inhabit it. How hard can it be to find a pink teacup? How hard can it be? Apparently very, very hard. There's just no pink teacups anywhere. There's one. Also, all of your team members except Toxtricity and Inteleon were hunted to be G-Max, and the Appleton Corviknight had hidden ability. Nice! Very cool. Your Hindi and English are fluent, but not your French, still new. That's okay, though. Sounds like you sort of just started working on French. Everyone's gotta start somewhere. At one point, I had started kind of trying to learn Japanese characters, but then I forgot to do it for like a year and a half, so I don't really remember any anymore. There's some that I recognize, which I think is a good first step. I just don't remember what they're called and what their pronunciation is anymore. But I bet I could sit down and pick it up again decently quickly. Okay, 2 more teacups. That's Nidoran. Is that a no, that's also a Nidoran. There's a teacup. Alright. 1 more. 1 more teacup. And then we'll do like 15 minutes probably in the Glimwood Tangle. last teacup. Anybody? Here it is. Is it shiny? It's not. What a surprise. This hunt is insane. Okay. Well, let's go over to the Glimwood Tangle. Just for a little bit. It evolves to Volturi, the steel-flying dark type. Looks even angry. Its chest fluff has become so spiky that it feels like a hornet's sting. Some people have been sent to hospitals just by catching it. Oh, boy. Extremely dangerous Pokemon to encounter. Get Iron Ball, G-Max, Trick Room, Hatterene. Oh, nice. Very cool. It might not necessarily need the Iron Ball, because it's already pretty slow. But you could do something like Iron Ball Trick. Well, I guess then that kind of defeats the purpose of Trick Room. But yeah, still, that's cool. Haven't been doing your coding lessons. Really need to get back into it, but you've been really busy. Coding is fun. But yeah, it's hard to like find time to do additional things on top of your normal schedule. If there's like an additional thing you want to learn, it is challenging. Leftovers, Thick Fat, G-Max, Appleton. Nice. Very bulky. You could do, what is that move? I think, does it get like acid armor or something? Ways to like boost your defenses and stall stuff out. Also confused what happens if a human gets hurt. Do they die, or is there a hospital in the Pokemon Center for Pokemon that's not humans? You know, that is a good question. Have we ever seen a human hospital? I feel like maybe they just bring them to like a Blissey or something, and Blissey heals them. Oh, bye, Fireplays. Thanks for hanging out. Oh, look, a wild Sinistea. That's actually a lucky find. Oh, right, and I should knock it out here. I don't have any attacking moves. Okay, one second. Because I do want them to appear more frequently. Hatterene's name is Natty G. Common name in Czech, and the G stands for G-Max. Oh, okay. That's cool. It's a fun challenge, but you got stuck on a problem, then got busy, so you just haven't been doing it. Reduce Logan's watch some videos to jog your memory. Yeah. Oh, in the anime we have seen normal human hospitals. I'm trying to think of a game where, I mean, I guess we have like doctor or surgeon as a trainer class, right? I think there are doctors. But maybe they do just go to a regular one. Anyway. Just checked on a Twitter account of Pokemon Datamator. 100 Glimwood Tangle Authentic Sinistea used an automated account and it took over 400,000. Yeah, that sounds right. I just don't believe that they can spawn in the Crown Tundra. I don't believe it. There's a hospital episode where a human hospital had to take an overflow of Pokemon from a Pokemon Center. Oh, okay. Well, everyone's heard it here. There are human hospitals in the Pokemon world, which makes sense that it would be a little bit concerning if they didn't have a human hospital. Dr. accidentally put himself to sleep and Ash and friends had to help the Pokemon. Ah, yes. Silly doctors putting themselves to sleep accidentally. Gosh, lots of Shiinotic here. Yeah, probably what I should do is I should just set up the method over in the Crown Tundra again to semi-guarantee authentic encounters. But it's ridiculous that I have not been able to find a shiny one there. His name is Appleby. Used to call Appleby Junior called plus Apple plus Jablico. It's a more childish way of saying Jablico. Oh, interesting. Very interesting. Also has gun-like things on its back. Crazy. And its winged steel beams become swords. Oh, that is more useful than being skewered by a steel beam. Having swords, you know. Synchro is called Bullet Survives. Bullet Survives. Affects all Pokemon. Does 40 recoil damage to the user. Oh, okay. Like it shoots out a bunch of bullets everywhere, and then you take some recoil. Fancy. Can you guys believe I did 1,000 Sinistea encounters? I did over 1,000 Sinistea encounters in the Glimwood Tangle. I think I did like 2,000 Sinistea encounters here. It's so slow to find them. Yoko is apple in check. Oh, okay. Makes sense. Okay, Morgram. Come on, teacups. We want to see teacups. It might be cool to see a different shiny. I like most of the shiny forms of all the Pokemon in the Glimwood Tangle. A lot of these Pokemon have nice shinies. Although I have already caught all of them. But it would be cool to see them again. More interesting than Nidoran for sure. Oh, I guess Indeedee doesn't have the nicest shiny ever. But most of the other Pokemon. Just realized you eat muffins like apples? In what way? Do you, like, eat around the edge? You leave a core of the muffin? That actually sounds like a fun way to eat a muffin. I should try that. Oh, look. A blue teacup. Your older sister wanted to make one, so she made Monk, the normal type. It's literally just a monkey with no tail and waves in its hands. Nice. That's a fun Pokemon. Nice Giga Drain. Good damage, Sinistea. You got me there. I think it would be cool if there were 2 shiny forms, like a super rare coloration. Yeah, we need more variation in Pokemon. Don't just give me a shiny authentic Sinistea, give me an extra shiny authentic. I mean, I guess that's sort of what they did with like Square Sparkle and Star Sparkle, but that doesn't actually make the Pokemon look different. It just, yeah. It would be cool if there were actually like different colorations. I appreciate in like Legends that we at least get the size variation. And then also with Alpha Pokemon, that's another, you know, cool additional thing you can look for. But it doesn't change the color of them. Or stuff like Spiky-Eared Pichu. If you could like occasionally find a Pokemon that like had a slightly different form, that was much rarer. Just kind of bite into them and hold them like you do apples? Okay. Fair enough. But that would be great to, like, save a core of the muffin, because then you could have, like, that... I mean, I guess you'd have one final bite either way, but having the core of the muffin as the final bite would taste better. We want more Spinda gimmicks. Yeah. More Spinda gimmicks, definitely. What would be a good set on a low-key Toxtricity? Well, Toxtricity, what is the move that it gets? I can't remember its signature move. But it's got something, or maybe, does it even have a signature move? Maybe I'm thinking of its G-Max form. But the thing of Toxtricity is it gets, like, spread moves, like Discharge and Sludge Wave. So if you can, like, pair it with someone who has either resists those moves or is immune, or, like, Telepathy, a Pokemon with Telepathy could be cool. But yeah, I would use stuff like Discharge and... Oh, you know what's good on Toxtricity? There's a move called an item called Throat Spray. And it boosts your special attack after you use a sound-based move. And I think Toxtricity gets access to sound-based moves. So you can use something like Hyper Voice with Throat Spray, and then it boosts your special attack. And it's also a pretty strong attack. Oh, Overdrive, right, that's the move. That's the move. Suggestion of an ultra rare shiny form scares you because you're trying to get a shiny of every final evolved form. What happens if they add more? Well, then you gotta find more. It evolves to Monkey, the firefighting type. It's the same but mega buff with a tail made of fire with fire chest hair. It went to 1 to 1 million really quick. Yeah, that sounds like an extremely intense Pokemon. Yeah, Overdrive. So I can't remember if Overdrive counts as a sound-based move. But yeah, I've seen people use Toxtricity with Throat Spray. Interesting. Technically impossible to get a shiny Spinda of every spot form. Yeah, there's just too much variety, right? But you'd be all for Pokemon getting slightly different coat patterns like Spinda. Yeah! It would be neat. Makes Pokemon all a little bit more unique. I mean, and they kind of did stuff like that with, like, marks in Sword and Shield. Makes them slightly more unique. But it's not the same. It just isn't the same. Oh, you had that and used it? Yeah. I guess it's a little bit more difficult to use in, like, a single-player playthrough, because the item keeps getting used up. But online competitive doubles, it works. So Monferno. it is sort of like basically a Monferno. Imagine if they add rare shinies. What if you're soft resetting and come across a normal shiny and have to reset over it? Well, I'm sure you'd just... Oh, I guess if it was like a single encounter Pokemon, you have to go past it. Yeah, that's true. If you're soft resetting for a shiny legendary. Yeah, I guess. I don't know. I have a feeling they probably won't add more shiny variants. It seems like it would be kind of difficult to implement in a way that actually makes it fun. It's said to protect bullied Pokemon by choking its bullies with its arm. Its signature move is Burnt Suplex. It hits the opponent with a ton of kicks and a punch. That would be pain. That sounds extremely painful. Would love more Pokemon variation. Love sizes in Pokemon Legend Arceus. Maybe some pattern differences. Yeah. Yeah, I think those are good things to add. Just visual differences that aren't necessarily tied to it being shiny. Okay, I think I'm just going to look for one more Sinistea, and then that's probably where I have to wrap up the stream for today. We'll get one more Teacup encounter. Maybe we'll get lucky. Overdrive and Boom Burst are both sound moves, so they're boosted by Punk Rock. That's right, that's the other thing about... Things about Toxtricity that I have forgotten about. Yes, punk rock to boost sound-based moves. That or the ability to put clothing on your Pokemon? Yes! Let us dress Pokemon like in Pokemon Unite. If Pokemon Unite has shown me anything, it's that a lot of Pokemon look really silly when you try to put a shirt on them. But some clothing, like maybe a hat, or like a bow tie, you know? Or give them weapons. That's what we really need. We need the ability for Pokemon to pick classes, like in an RPG, and then you can like give them equipment, like armor and swords. I want a Mystery Dungeon RPG for Pokemon, where you actually have like level up moves, and then you also have like, you could be a bard, or a paladin, and then you can like give them a broadsword to carry and have that as their attack as well. I want like Pokemon D&D RPG. Don't hate me for this, but he gave Charizard a regional form because you like it. That's fair. I feel like it's tradition. Charizard needs to have whatever regional gimmicks or generation gimmicks are around. I hope your Charizard form has 3 types. In your game, you can dress them. Nice. Good feature. But yeah, imagine a Mystery Dungeon game where you actually have like a class system for your Pokemon. And you get like special abilities. Think stuff like hats, bows, those half suit collars, glasses. Yes, glasses on Pokemon would probably look good. Basically, they need to like take this stuff from Pokemon contests. Or what was it? Where could you do Pokemon dress up? The theater in Unova. You could dress up your Pokemon with accessories. Just give us that, but in like they can show up all the time, and then they can follow you around, and they can look at in battle. They can have it. Also need a regional Meowth. Yes, always need a regional Meowth. That's true. You can code you're gonna make it and get voice acting. Wow, voice acting in a fan Pokemon game. Way to show up, Game Freak. There's a fake leak about Scarlet and Violet. Op claimed that new gimmick was Ash Greninja style fusion. Oh. Interesting. Example of a Tom Tyrannodar owned by a guy named Tom. Tom Tyrannodar still lives in your head rent free. That's funny. It would be kind of cool to have, like, you know, some elements of your trainer customization reflected in a certain Pokemon. That could be cool. Hello, Puriyashku. Happy Tuesday. Hope you're having a good one. Made a region Meowth that is based off of a black cat. Okay. Nice. The thing with Ash Greninja that's so weird is that, like, it's so strong. It's so much of Pokemon that customized, like, to your own trainer's customization. But it could also be cool. I don't know. Could be neat. Also, this last teacup is taking forever to show up. Oh my goodness. I just want one more teacup. Why is it so hard? I think if this teacup doesn't show up in another 5 minutes, I should probably call it. Toxtricity is called Salmonoid, like the ones from Splatoon. Oh, it does kind of look like that, yeah. That's a good name for it. Because he's bonded with Ash. Of course, silly me. Of course Ash Greninja has to be good. It's bonded with Ash, and it basically turns into the protagonist. There's another recent fake leak about invisible Pokemon. How would that even work? Catch Pokemon? Yeah, that would be really funny if they put invisible Pokemon in the game. I have no idea how that would work at all. Make use out that there's 18 gyms, and you get a stone for each gym, and you can use them to change your Pokemon's type. Ooh. I like the idea of 18 gyms. Honestly, yeah, if we do an open world game, an open world Pokemon game with a traditional gym style system, it would make sense for there to just be 18 gyms. Could you imagine an open world Pokemon game that somehow only has 8 gyms? It's weird. Missing now, it's back. Oh, excuse me. Coughing. That would be awesome if they put Missing No in as an official Pokemon. And Dash has plot armor, the strongest power in the world. That's true, and then by extension, Greninja gets it as well. Gotta go, Mikazilla. Sounds good. Thanks for hanging out. Hope you have a good Tuesday. Enjoy the rest of your day. Imagine invisible Pokemon merch. It's just an empty box. Yeah, like in the TCG, they've got the invisible Pokemon mechanic, and it's just a blank card. And it's like super rare, and I was like, ooh, the blank card. Plot armor should be Ash Greninja's ability. Plot armor is a great name for an ability, though. I don't know what Pokemon would have it, but having plot armor as your ability sounds so cool. Didn't like Rotom Dex in Sun Moon anime, but you don't see why it didn't stay with Ash, since Ash has the highest likelihood to meet rare Pokemon. Yeah, you know, lots of things like that happen. It's questionable, but they gotta move on to the new thing and the new show, and they can't just have the same old thing going over in the future. It's why they had to get rid of Brock and Misty. Because Brock and Misty are from Kanto, and once you get too far away from Kanto, why would Brock and Misty be there? Silly. It would just be the outline of the Pokemon. Yeah! Actually, I could see that actually kind of looking sort of cool. If you just had, like, an outline of a Pokemon that you could send out. I actually kind of like that idea. That would be really neat. As, like, a super rare variant. And then you could also find shiny invisible Pokemon. You can't see them. Just the outline, but they still sparkle when you send them out. And make crits against you impossible? Ooh, yes! Although then, if there was like an actual game mechanic associated with it, then everyone competitive would have to have invisible teams, so you could never see what the opposing Pokemon were. I don't think they would ever do invisible Pokemon, because a big part of Pokemon is that you want it to, like, look impressive. You want it to be cool to watch. And invisible Pokemon kind of defeats that purpose. Okay, there we go. There's our final teacup for the day. We finally found it. Plot armors for a box legendary for sure. Yes, absolutely. 100%. Before you go, got a story. Your sister bought you a Pokemon card pack when you were 8, and you hoped that you would get a Rayquaza, and you got a shiny Mega Rayquaza? Nice! The best pull of your life. Yeah, that's a great pull. Not shiny invisible. It would be so funny, though. You send it out and it's just the outline, but it still sparkles. You're like, ooh, look at my shiny invisible authentic Sinistea. Except you never know if it was authentic, because you can't see the stamp. Well, I guess you could use the item to try to evolve it. Oh, the ability Plot Armor would make critical hits impossible. I like that. That's good. Because there's already existing armors that call it that. But Plot Armor is more thematic. Dragonite Invisible has been moved from OU to Ubers. Yes, invisible Pokemon. That's exactly what the game needs. Okay, anyway, that's where I've got to wrap up the stream for today. Thank you all for watching. We didn't find any shiny Sinistea, but did we really think we were going to find any shiny Sinistea? Nah. We all knew we were going to get here an hour ago. We all knew it was going to happen. But boy, did we count up that number. We're up at 7654. It's something. That, you know, we found some teacups. So, alright, that is all for today's stream. Thank you all for hanging out and watching. Very much appreciated. Hopefully you've enjoyed.